at the I did a 7-year historical review of the financials, looking at our costs and looking at our revenues, so income. It was pretty obvious to me that we had lost quite a number of corporate sponsors, we'd lost some families, and we'd lost individuals who were donating to the organization. And there was quite a significant correlation between the time the organization started to see a departure of sort of major organizations and Prince Harry's departure from the UK itself. When you look at the board minutes, though, there is no discussion about what's happening with respect to some of our most significant funders. And then when you discuss with the senior executive team and ask why there isn't a conversation about this, the answer is it's really difficult to have this conversation because the instruction was it's an uncomfortable conversation to have with Prince Harry in the room.
So the central point here is when you look at the risk register of the charity and funding, number one risk is that Duke of Sussex?
Yes.
Is that your opinion or?
It is. It is.
Ian, is that what you saw?
Yes, I mean, I think there's something underlying that as well, which is quite interesting. So if you look at how boards of trustees should work, where the public gets their comfort from is that they live in a rules-based governance framework, which in this case is regulated by the Charity Commission. And you're expecting the board to act independently, to support the charitable objects and support the interests of the organisation as a whole. If you get some trustees or a part of the board which is serving an external party, that can create a number of difficulties and it can create dysfunctionality. Because if they are serving the external party over and above the interests of the charity as a whole, you can get into a muddle.
To be absolutely clear here, you're saying, Sophie, number one, that what you discovered was essentially donors were walking because of the prince's reputation.
Yes.
Let me put to you what some of the...
I have one theory, and that theory is whoever is advising Sophie Chandauka to literally go on these interviews, they hate her because they clearly know she is not a good person. She's a liar, she's a dictator, she's just a vile human being, and they want her to expose herself. Because clearly, you go... I've been paying attention to this Sky News interview with Trevor, and let me tell you, this woman, first, she contradicts herself. Second, whenever she's asked things, especially like the misconduct about the funds, the $600,000 she took about without the board's approval to bring in external consultants to come up with fundraising ideas and sponsors, and then she deflects, and it's like, oh, ask Ian. That speaks volume. There's just a woman who's jealous, who's angry, who's just, whose own motive is to just money. She's money driven. And then she's just like, I. There's no I in team. For this entire interview, I. Come on now. And that's what I'm telling you. Whoever is telling her, yo, go speak your side, they know how she is and they want her to expose herself. And clearly, she is doing the exact same thing. So hello guys, welcome back to Trend Talks. I'm Miraz. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, to like and to share this video. So, she brought in William's henchman, Ian Rawlinson, to the interview. For a very long time, I think by now we've already established that William is behind this because we know that he is so jealous of Harry because Harry has so many accomplishments. He has nothing of his own. And the only way to, I think, get off is just like seeing his brother hurt. He's a vile human being because if you can go or make an appearance to Jeremy Clarkson's show, a man who said vile things, wished your brother's wife was paraded naked and had fecal matter thrown at her, this man is just, he is a devil and he is just dangerous. He's so dangerous. And also, why would an educated woman with a world-class fake doctorate rely on a white man next to her to speak for her? Either you have the facts or you don't. Facts speak for themselves. Yet I've not had one piece of factual information. I mean, this is just a smear campaign. We've established that. Why you claim that the fake doctorate You have a man next to you. You're relying on him to speak for you. You claim to know so many things, yet you're just there sitting there. And it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. And she's relying on a man appointed 5 days ago as a trustee. Where is his depth of knowledge coming from? Unless you are trying to tell us, or you're trying to unmask yourself by telling us, I mean, this man has been, hiding. He's been part of this charity for a long time. Because she's also been like, oh, this person, Ian has been advising her, and that translates to William has been telling Ian what to tell you. And this is a hostile takeover, and you cannot run away from that. So from the video, she and Ian ignore COVID-19 impact on charities worldwide post 2020. Instead of fairly blaming and insinuating it was due, let me rephrase this. My mind is running really fast. So she and Ian ignored COVID-19 impact on charities worldwide post 2020. And then instead, and they are unfairly blaming and insinuating it was due to Prince Harry's royal exit. Exactly what are her credentials again? The fact that Harry left the UK, and mind you, Harry has been bringing in so much money. This woman is nuts, because she just keeps telling on herself instead of focusing on the real issue at hand, which was COVID-19. And COVID-19 took a toll on so many things: companies, people, businesses, charities. It was a pandemic. But no, wait a minute. Let's blame Harry. Harry, when you left the UK, you're the reason why the funds stopped coming in. You're the reason why the charities stopped receiving more money. She does not know. The word accountability is not in her dictionary. Let's just call it for what it is. Also, why is William's henchman doing? There is the resignation letter went to Sophie on March 10th, right? Ian was put on board on March 25th, and both can be verified. All of that can be verified. So what could have Ian witnessed in the 15 days between? No wonder Harry and Meghan are just not sweating over this. So you have this man, yeah? So when Harry and Seeiso resigned, the letter came in, the resignation letter came in on March 10th. And then on 25th, right? That's when Ian Rawlinson, William's aide, was appointed. And now she dared bring this man on this interview. And my question is, between those 15 days, what would have Ian witnessed, yeah, that made him feel that he can speak about the problems that are going in sentebake? You've been there for like 15 days. Literally, it's just recent you are appointed after Harry and Seeiso stepped down. So what could you possibly know? What do you think you have experience like in talking? You've not been there long enough, unless, like I said before, you've been there as a mole all through. Just you were planted there low-key and people didn't know, and then William was like, okay, now come forward. That's the only reason. So Sophie and Ian conveniently overlooked a crucial fact. The years 2020, 2021, 2022, and likely 2023 were deeply impacted by COVID-19. And then it affected charities, businesses, people from all over the world. Yet instead of acknowledging a global crisis, they choose to pin all the blame on Prince Harry's departure from royal family. And this selective narrative ignores the broader reality, distorting the truth to fit their agenda. I cannot even put emphasis on that. And that's what I'm telling you. Every time she's asked something or she's asked to take accountability, oh, you took $600,000 to bring in external investors to come up with fundraising ideas and sponsors. That did not work. And mind you, that money was not approved by the board. She deflects the question. Now you ask her, okay, what happened? You had a fallout with so many sponsors, even major sponsors. Why is that? Oh, Harry. Then she's asked, right? She is, sorry, what was I saying? So she's blaming Harry for everything. Mind you, she's had a lot of misconduct. She's again asked, So many people have resigned. You have Prince Seeiso, you have the trustees and some members of the board. They have stepped down because of your leadership. You were asked to step down because you were not fit. They did not like your way of governance of the Sentebake charity organization. Why is it that so many people have a problem with you? Why is it that a lot of people resigned? It's not like one person resigned. And what does she do? Oh, blames Harry again. Oh, you know, Harry showed up with Meghan for the fundraising, and Meghan was graceful enough to bring Serena along. Oh, no. I hated that Meghan was there. She took the attention from me. She took the focus away from me. She dared bring the Serena Williams. Instead of being happy and acknowledging the fact that someone like Serena Williams was there, just, to support the cause. But no. It's Harry and Meghan's fault. When things for $600,000, you are supposed to be held accountable because you took that money without the board's approval. But again, it's Prince Harry who gets the short end of the stick. Surprising. This woman has guts. Let me just tell you. And she lies through her teeth. And you can just clearly tell she's following a script. Like there's someone backing her and following that script. So the minute that script is not in tune with what she's been told to say and how to act, she just spirals. She's like, she deflects. She deflects the entire, focus on her and just attacks Harry and Meghan or other people. Not once has she taken accountability for everything. The mismanagement of funds, the fallout with the sponsors, just, poor leadership. No. Harry gets to be blamed when we know Harry has done so much for this charity. And Ian, just wait till they're done with you. You would wish you never went to this media. To ignore a pandemic, to blame Harry as the reason why the funds, did not go well, just because he left the UK in 2020. Instead of saying, hey, the charity, the pandemic, acknowledging the pandemic was also a factor in why the funds were not coming in as much. Because it was a global pandemic. It affected so many people, so many businesses, so many charities worldwide. But no. She and Ian are like, no, it was Harry. It was Harry, and she's just despicable. So that's it, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss out on any updates from this show. I'm Arad. Stay safe, and I will see you in my next video.